Hello, welcome back to All Crone Up. It's Frances, and today I am back in my lovely park. It's a beautiful day, and I want to talk to you about yes and no. So when I was young and growing up, and I'm sure that this is the same for lots of people, I was taught, be a good girl, be quiet. I was quite noisy. And be agreeable. And the be agreeable part was the thing that really stuck in. And so as a young person, and you grow up, and so the answer is yes, isn't it? If somebody says, oh, could you do that for me? Oh yes, no problem. Even if it might be a little bit of an issue, or it might be putting me out, or it might be taking away time. And time is of the essence, isn't it? Time is one of the things that is really important. I'm going to go in here. I've never been in here before, so we'll see what happens. So being very agreeable. So now, and I was a people pleaser for a really long time. This is something that I'm going to go into in a different video, the people pleasing part. But you know, I think a lot of people are feeling very similarly, that the answer is yes, without really thinking. You want to say yes, you want to be nice, you want to be thoughtful and kind and helpful to other people, and so you say, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that for you, without really thinking it through. So again, we go into the pausing. So you can say, oh, let me think about that one, I'll get back to you. And you think, and then you can get back to the person and say, actually, you know what, I'm really sorry, but I can't make that at the moment. I can't help you with that particular request this time. You know, maybe next time. Or no, I can't help you shift all those boxes. You know, especially if you're feeling not well enough, or you just haven't got the time. So saying no is okay. A no is a complete answer. You don't have to say, oh no, well I can't because this and this, and you don't have to give reasons for something like this. You can just say, no, sorry, I can't do that, or not this time, or something like that. And you don't have to be mean, but you can stand in your truth and say, no, that's not going to be possible for me this time. I hope you can hear me. I think they're cutting the lawn somewhere. I can hear the cutting. I'm going to show you this before we move forward. Look at this. So pretty. A new growth from the ash. I think that's ash. Yeah. So yeah, so that's it. I think there's not a lot to this one. It's just a matter of catching yourself, and then next time you say, oh yes, that's fine, just go, wait a minute though, is it? Stop, think about, well, wait, is this okay for me, or is actually, maybe that's not okay, or maybe I don't have the time right at this moment. Maybe I would be better off saying, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that for now, maybe next time. You know, that's quite a good one, maybe next time. And then just allow yourself to say no, because it's really, you know, nobody's suffering if you say no, but you might suffer if you say yes. If you say yes and then you go and you're begrudging, and then you think, oh, I could have had that time for myself to do this, or I haven't got the time, and so you're rushing like a mad person and trying to fit everything in because you've agreed to do something for somebody else, and you haven't put yourself first. And actually, this is a lot of these videos I'm talking about this, how important your importance is paramount. If you look after everyone else and you don't put yourself first, then if you go down, who's going to look after everyone else? So actually it makes sense for you to say yes to you, yes to myself, and then I'll see about everyone else. If I can help them, of course I will. There's no doubt. Of course I will. However, if it's going to be to my detriment, then I'm afraid the answer is no. And so no is a complete answer. You're allowed to say, I'm giving you now permission, sitting with this tree now, giving you now permission to say no to people who ask you for things that you haven't got time for, or you don't feel like you want to do. And some of those people, you know, who ask you all the time and you always say yes, those people will stop liking you maybe as much. I've had people who kind of drop it to the wayside when I've stopped saying yes. Because why then? Does that mean that they were just using me because I was available to them all the time? Maybe. And if that's the case, maybe they weren't good friends already, and maybe they were. And then those are the people who then, if you ask for help, they tend to not have the time. So it kind of goes around and comes around, doesn't it? So just think about how much you say yes, and when you maybe would like to say no, and then occasionally try a no. And if you think, oh, I can't, then practice. We'll try it now. Okay, ready? I'm going to ask you a thing, and you're going to say out loud to the phone or to wherever you're watching me. You're going to say no, not today, or something like that. Okay, ready? Oh, would you help me put all of these really big heavy boxes in my loft, please? On a day when you're really busy. Could you do that for me, please? Did you say no? Well done. And you can practice with friends and say, look, I'm gonna say no to a few things, and just to get you used to saying no, and find ways that you can say no in a comfortable way for you. It could be that you'll just have to say no, maybe next time, or no, not today, or I'm afraid I haven't got the time now. No, sorry. You can say whichever way is comfortable for you, but find your way and go you. Okay, yes or no? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but always make it be a no if it's best for you. Okay, I think that's all for today. Let me know when you would like to say no, but you find it really difficult. And if you've got any other questions or any thoughts that you want me to cover in these little videos, let me know for that as well, because I'm open to covering anything, and I'll talk about anything. So put down below what you find hard to say no to, and also please put down if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about. Please share these videos. It's really good for my algorithm, apparently, whatever that is. And yeah, have a most beautiful day. Take care, and lots of love. Bye bye.